Hi, welcome to Coffee Talk Tuesday, but it's Wednesday actually.
There's been a lot going on, and yeah, we just ran out of time on Tuesday, so here it is, Coffee Talk Wednesday. So first off, let's start with a quick channel update and our plans update. So for a while now, we've been planning a trip, and we were going to go to Texas. And then, before we were able to announce our plans, the coronavirus happened, and so now our trip is postponed indefinitely at this point. So we're just gonna stay here in Coeur d'Alene with our family and just wait it out.
Yeah, we're really grateful that we have a place that we can be
Yes.
and we can live, and we don't have to worry about, are we going to get kicked out of an RV park, or is the state we're traveling through going to shut down?
Right.
You know, so we're really blessed that we're here right now and we don't have to scurry across the country trying to get home.
So in a way, we're really grateful for the way the timing worked out. We haven't left yet on our trip, and so we can just stay here and just watch what's happening, and we can make a decision about traveling when it's safe to travel again. So this change of plans was totally unexpected, but we're not letting it dampen our spirits. We're really grateful that all of our family are healthy, and we hope that you're staying healthy as well and making sure to do the right thing, wash your hands, you know, avoid going out if not necessary, just to keep yourselves healthy. At the same time, we just wanted to speak a little word of encouragement, I suppose, in that this is a strange time, like really weird, in that you know, it feels kind of like a movie. I don't know if you feel like that, but it just totally feels like a movie and not reality.
Yeah, it's hard to believe that this is happening, really.
Right, and so it's such an unknown, unprecedented thing. It's like, I don't know, you know, there's so many unknowns looking in the future and looking around, you know, there's so many unanswered questions, and it can be a little scary and a little overwhelming. And I guess my word that I wanted to say of encouragement is just don't be afraid. You know, fear is a powerful emotion that can destroy your life, basically. There's lots of unknowns in this situation, and having a little bit of anxiety about it, I guess, is normal. But try to avoid all the media that are just freaking everybody out, basically. All those titles that just, I mean, if you, like, when I first heard about coronavirus appearing in the US, I wanted to educate myself a little bit about it, you know, to understand what's going on and just get some information. And after a little while of reading through the news articles, I was starting to get a little panicky, because all of them are just like, they're not trying to give you factual information. They basically freak you out. Like the end of the world has come, basically. And if you allow this, like if you start looking at news every day for hours on end, just, you know, you tell yourself, oh, I just want to stay informed, I just want to be caught up on things. But if you just feed your mind with just those kinds of articles, you are going to be living in fear, and it's going to be robbing you of your life every day.
Yeah.
So while there's nothing wrong with wanting to be informed, try to look at the websites that actually give you facts. Like the government websites, they give you all the information that you need, but they're not like seeking the thrill, and they're not seeking to just create a scare. So those would be good sources to look at, and don't spend hours and hours and hours just going through everything, because, you know, as much as this seems to be everything that's out there right now, it's not. Life is still going on. It is. Like, you know, babies are still being born. There is spring outside, even though you can't tell right now because it's freezing cold and it's actually snowing. But you know, there's other things going on in life, and there could be other things that you could spend your time doing. So please just unplug yourself from news, unplug yourself from social media if you need to. If everybody on your list is just posting coronavirus everything, just give yourself a break and focus your thoughts and focus your heart on God instead. You know, He's the source of our trust. And if you feel like you're getting really overwhelmed about the whole situation and starting to be a little fearful, just shut everything off and just seek God out. That's what you're supposed to do as a Christian. Is your trust needs to be in God, not in news outlets or even the coronavirus. It's a big scary thing, but it's not supposed to be what you turn to.
I can say that when I was a lot younger, I used to be very fearful of situations like this, and I used to, be in a panic almost, not knowing what was going to happen, like during Y2K, that whole thing. I was very fearful about that, and I can't imagine what my younger self would have acted like during this crisis. I would have been in a panic over this. But I can say now that I put my trust in God, I put my faith in Him, and I'm believing that He's protecting us and He's watching out for us. Even if we don't have a year's supply of everything, I'm not worried about it because I know that God is watching out for us, and I want you to do the same. I want you to put your faith in God too. If you're not a Christian, say a prayer. Pick up your Bible and read something. Be encouraged that life is not over. This is not the end.
And if you are a Christian, please, please, please stop buying toilet paper.
Yeah, don't put your faith in toilet paper.
Right, because you gotta be careful there. I mean, there's nothing wrong with making sure your family has the necessities they need. Like, if there was the 14-day shutdown, and in some places there is a lockdown right now. So, it's smart to have enough supplies for a little while for your family. But if you're approaching 1 year worth or more of supplies or toilet paper, or I understand why, because this is such a crazy situation and you want to be in control somewhat, and buying stuff and preparing is how you can control the situation to an extent. But just be careful that your stash doesn't replace God, that you don't put your security in your stash, because if you do that, that's your security blanket, it's your toilet paper and the canned goods and everything, and you just keep on adding on and adding on, that'll never give you that sense of security that you crave, because that's not where it comes from. Prepare, be wise about the amount of stuff you get, but then put your full trust in God, not in things like supplies and jobs and money and other things that could be easily gone. If this situation teaches us anything, is how easily things that we learn to depend on can suddenly disappear. So make sure your trust is in God and not in your stash of supplies. And just one final thought, remember to be kind to everybody else out there. It's like everybody is wanting to stay healthy and not to get sick, but remember that there are other people out there that have to stay in the potential danger zones, like cashiers at the supermarket. You run into the store trying to stay put and away from everybody so you can be healthy and don't get sick, but they are there their whole shift seeing everybody. So remember to be kind and remember to be grateful. I was at the store yesterday, and so when it was my turn to check out, I, greeted the cashier with a smile, and we chatted for a minute. And midway through scanning my things, she just looked me in the eye and she's like, "Thank you for smiling." And I was just taken aback because, well, why would that be something to thank somebody for? But if you think about it, everybody kind of tends to be serious and all doom and gloom and, all in their clamshell because of this virus. And it's important that you remember those are other people, and you be kind, you be grateful for their help, because they're staying in the store so you can get groceries for your family. So try to give people a smile, encourage them, And even as I was leaving, I thanked the bagger for bagging my groceries with a smile, and the cashier looked at me and she's like, "Don't stop smiling, just keep smiling." And it really moved me, because it made me realize that we tend to, whenever there's trouble, we tend to kind of get into ourselves a little bit more and just forget about other people out there. So don't do that. keep smiling. You know, the situation isn't funny and everybody knows it, but having a smile and an encouraging word to people around you can really help, you know, can encourage them, and we're hoping to encourage you.
We hope you enjoy this Coffee Talk Tuesday on a
Or
Wednesday.
Yeah.
And please subscribe and stay healthy, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.